Rhea Ripley got into a public back and forth with the musician, so we'll see what went on there. We'll also see the latest on Paige's final pitch to WWE, Becky Lynch's update, and more. Let's start things off with Becky Lynch. Becky's arc since WrestleMania has been great, and has been what everyone expected to see. Becky was on top of WWE as champion for basically 3 straight years. So it was going to be a difficult transition for the character, no matter what way you looked at it. From 3-year-long champion to back at rock bottom and outside of the title picture scene. It's basically the first time since 2018 that Becky Lynch isn't involved in the main event scene for the women's division. So after all the years on top, it's just an adjusting period for Becky Lynch. Some champions that lose their title often keep their cool and keep their momentum going. A perfect example of that was the same woman who knocked Becky Lynch off the top, Bianca Belair. Bianca lost in embarrassing fashion to Becky Lynch at SummerSlam 2021 in 26 seconds, but Bianca didn't fold and WWE kept her momentum going. Despite being knocked off as champion in under 30 seconds, Bianca constantly stayed towards the top of the title contention all the way until she earned the title match against Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 38. Another great example of this sort of individual is Drew McIntyre. He lost his WWE title a while back, but he truly never lost his momentum and is still looked at as the biggest threat to Roman's WWE title in current day. So in a perfect world, Becky Lynch is looking to be in the same class of superstars that keep their momentum despite losing their titles. And so far, it's been a little bit of a bumpy road for the character. Becky was close to recapturing her Raw Women's title at Hell in a Cell, but Bianca comes in at the last second and steals the win that Becky would have had. Becky had a great facial expression after the match that was the perfect combination of shock and anger. And that's what has to be driving her insane as well, because she didn't get pinned at Hell in a Cell. That would have won the match if it wasn't for what Bianca did in those closing moments. So being so close, yet so far, is what's hurting Becky even more. Then after the Hell in a Cell loss, Becky would show more signs of her desperation by wanting to challenge for the 24/7 title. And as everyone knows, Becky Lynch and 24/7 title should never be in the same sentence. But that's what happened here. Then the following week, WWE announces that there'll be another 24/7 title rematch, Dana Brooke and Becky Lynch. Thankfully, that match didn't take place. Becky made it clear that she didn't have any desires for the 24/7 title and talked about the Money in the Bank match instead. She said that she was robbed last time she was in that match, and how things weren't going to go down like that this time around. She continued to beat down Dana Brooke until Asuka eventually made the save. Alexa Bliss also came out while Becky was heading to the back. Becky just started yelling and screaming at Alexa Bliss for no apparent reason as well. It's also important to note that Becky Lynch is one of those premium storytellers. Everything her character does and says is important and does have meaning. So everything we're seeing right now for Becky's character is something that is having a hard time dealing with and accepting the fact that they're out of the title picture. It's borderline driving Becky Lynch to insanity that she's not involved in the title picture and is clearly losing her cool. Like Becky alluded to on Raw, it looks like on top of feuding with Asuka, her attention is set on qualifying for the women's Money in the Bank match. The Money in the Bank contract is usually a free ticket to a championship title. So it has Becky's full attention right now because it'll bring her back to the place that she so desperately wants to be at again. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins have replaced Cody Rhodes on all of the promotional material for the Money in the Bank event. Some fans are even asking if that's a clue about Becky and Seth being the 2 winners of the contract. And although that would be pretty cool, Seth and Becky would go down in history as the first ever couple to win the Money in the Bank contracts on the same night. It just doesn't seem so likely that WWE would spoil the winners on their official poster. So maybe one of them does have a good shot of winning the contract, but as far as both of them winning the contracts, that seems a little more unlikely, but you never know. That's the latest on Becky Lynch for now. We'll have to see where their arc takes her, especially if she's unsuccessful in the Money in the Bank match as well. So there's been another small update to the entire situation with Paige and WWE. A lot of fans were curious on why Paige and WWE went their separate ways, and why they couldn't keep Paige around in a non-wrestling role like they've done in the past. Well, this was one of the topics that Paige addressed during her entire live stream about the whole contract situation. Paige made it clear that it wasn't her decision to leave WWE. She would have loved to sign a new deal and extension with the company. It was WWE that had no interest in re-signing Paige to a new deal. So once Paige got the word that WWE would be offering her a new deal, that's when she went public about July 7th being her last day under contract. One of the last pitches Paige ever made to return to WWE television was to be a manager for Ronda Rousey. Paige would take care of all the talking and promotion for Ronda Rousey and her matches, while all Ronda would have to do is look dominant in the ring. An act very similar to Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, something exactly close to what we saw there, but WWE didn't want to go in that direction. So it's unfortunate that Paige won't be a part of WWE anymore, but the good part is that there is no 90-day clause, so she can go sign and appear for anyone immediately after July 7th. So that's a big positive for her out of the entire situation. Rhea Ripley got into a back and forth this week with a music artist that was claiming WWE and Rhea Ripley copied their look and style. The individual said that since Rhea stole their whole look, WWE might as well just have Rhea walk out to their music. The most bizarre thing about the entire situation is that the artist wasn't this massive A-list celebrity. They're a smaller artist, so WWE fans came after them for the ridiculous claim that Rhea Ripley was stealing everything from them. Rhea finally addressed the individual herself in a series of tweets, calling the artist out for just wanting attention, and also revealing that she didn't even know of the artist's existence. Rhea then tweeted that she was thinking about doing the same thing, calling out someone that has a similar look to her, just so that she gets more interactions and followers. So it was a little bit of a reach, to say the least, from this artist that was claiming Rhea Ripley and WWE was stealing everything from them. As far as the latest with Rhea Ripley, the spotlight is fully on her right as she enters the title picture to take on Bianca Belair. Rhea Ripley has been Raw Women's Champion before, but this feud will be much different this time around, considering that Rhea is now a heel and has a faction standing between her and Finn Balor and Damian Priest. So it'll be interesting to see how this story continues to unfold, and the role that Finn and Damian could play as well, since they don't have much going on right now. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.